42-year-old Joshua Nunn has been sentenced to spend the rest of his days behind bars after choking and bludgeoning his mother to death with a hammer so he could steal a debit card. The incident occurred at around 7 p.m. on the 9th of January 2022, when the authorities responded to the home of Joshua's 72-year-old mother, located at 4809 Acorn Drive in Crestview, Florida, on reports of a disturbance. When officers arrived, they found a lifeless body on a bed covered in blood, with severe blunt force trauma to her head. The officers also discovered the victim's car was also missing from her home. At around 10 p.m. that night, the Fort Walton Beach police located Joshua driving the stolen car near Carson Drive and Kiwi Place when they performed a traffic stop and he was taken into custody. While interviewed, Joshua told the investigators that he killed his mother because he wanted his debit card, as well as her debit card. He said he tried suffocating her with a pillow and choked her with a cord from an alarm clock before striking her repeatedly over the head with a hammer. He said that while he was beating her to death, his mother was saying, "I love you" to him. Joshua had been released from prison just 2 months prior to the murder, where he had served 12 years on a robbery conviction, his third since the year 2000. Since his release, Joshua's mother had been in charge of his finances and was holding onto his debit card to stop him from indulging in his crack cocaine habit. On the 15th of June 2022, Joshua was sentenced to spend the rest of his life in prison after earlier pleading guilty to second-degree murder and theft charges. Joshua's mother's name has not been publicly released. 38-year-old Janet Carter and 40-year-old Walter Carter are behind bars after their 3-year-old daughter Jalen Carter overdosed on fentanyl. The incident occurred at around 7 p.m. on the 11th of June 2022, when first responders went to a home located along the 1000 block of Northeast 33rd Street in Oakland Park, Florida, on reports of an unresponsive child. When medics arrived, they found Jalen wasn't breathing. They intubated the girl and administered Narcan to revive her. She was transported to the Broward Health Medical Center, where toxicology reports confirmed she ingested fentanyl. During separate questioning, both parents claimed they were folding laundry in the master bedroom when Jalen collapsed. The couple both tested positive for fentanyl, while the father also tested positive for cocaine and marijuana. Janet told the investigators that she bought 2 pills from a drug dealer on the 10th of June and thought they were oxytocin. She believed her daughter ate half the pill the following day. She said she kept a baggie containing pills in her purse, despite knowing Jalen liked to rummage through it. Janet told the investigators she flushed the baggie down the toilet at the hospital. When the parents were arrested on the 13th of June, the police found pills and coke in Janet's wallet and a baggie of weed in Walter's pocket. They each faced a charge of child neglect with great bodily harm and drug possession charges, who both been held at the Broward County Jail. Walter is held on a $30,000 bond, whereas Janet was refused bail as she violated probation on a previous unrelated grand theft charge. Courtney Taylor has been arrested and charged with abandoning her 3 kids during a camping trip on an island while running away with her boyfriend. The incident occurred at around 3:45 p.m. on the 13th of June 2022, when Courtney's 3 children, ages 12, 13 and 15, were discovered stranded on Cemetery Island on Lake Hartwell in South Carolina by a passing boater. Their children told the investigators they had been camping with their mother and her boyfriend, Eric Elrod, since the 12th of June. The mother and Eric took off under the guise of getting water, but failed to return. The authorities said that the vehicle in which the family had been travelling in was gone from its parking spot on the island, and a search for the missing couple ensued. The authorities said that Courtney was later spotted in Pickens County. She was arrested and charged with 3 counts of child neglect and was released from the Anderson County Jail after posting a $15,000 bond. The authorities said that Eric is wanted for distributing meth and he still hasn't been located. 22-year-old Taco Nash kidnapped his child and the child's mother from a daycare centre before he fatally shot the mother. The incident occurred at around 3:45 p.m. on the 15th of June 2022, when the authorities responded to a domestic violence call at the Education Elevation Children's Academy, located at 5341 Snapfinger Park in Decatur, Georgia. The authorities said that Taco followed the victim, 21-year-old McKay Montgomery, to the daycare, where he confronted her. He then kidnapped her and the former couple's 16-month-old daughter Chloe and dragged them both into the woods nearby. Taco allowed Mikhail to call her family members after she was kidnapped to tell them that she loved them and that she knew that she was going to die. Mikhail then tried to run away, but Taco shot her to death. The police said it looked like she may have been holding Chloe when he shot her, because there was blood splatter all over her. The child was not injured, but was taken to the hospital to be evaluated. Mikhail's family is angry. They said Taco had been arrested repeatedly for assaulting her. He has two open domestic violence cases in Fulton and DeKalb, but despite that, he was allowed to keep bonding out of jail. The family said he was wearing an ankle monitor when he killed her. Mikhail's sister, Chanciera Coleman, said that Taco shot her sister because she was trying to leave him. She didn't deserve that. And Chloe doesn't deserve to be without a mother, she said. She said Taco contacted family members to tell him that she was gone, and said, "I'm sorry I killed her." He was arrested and charged with malice murder.